What's going on, guys? Back with another episode of What Would Vinny Do? I got my man Jay Void in the house. It's been long anticipated. Thanks for coming by, brother.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, people who don't know, Jimmy got his own show, Sitting Down Talking Truth with Jimmy. So tonight we're gonna do a little different. We're gonna do What Would Jimmy Do? And I'm gonna go to his show and we're gonna do Sit Down Talking Truth with Vinny Viper.
Right.
Sound good?
That sounds great.
All right,
Sounds
brother.
great, yeah.
So I know you got a lot of stuff going on.
I do.
And let's get into it. Like, what do you want to start with?
I just dropped my website last night. I had some help with a website, web designer. My web wizard, Jamie, jimmyvoid.com.
Very nice.
And I have a lot of groups. And I know from listening to your channel, you're very official. Jimmy Void Sit Down Talking Truth is not so official. So the hat's going around. All right.
That's going around.
And
I'm ready. Let's
right,
go.
okay.
We got unofficial. We got the 4 roses. I got to give a shout out to Catherine Narduce. Hooked me up with the 4 roses. It is kind of smooth. She said it was smooth for the money, and I agree. My man Jimmy got the black coffee. How's that? Smooth?
yeah, this is
The Maxwell House.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good.
I'm a coffee guy.
No sambuca? No sambuca?
No sir.
No, sir.
No. Come on, you know that, man.
I know.
Void's Gym. How long has Void's Gym been
So
around?
yeah, you know what? Let's start there, right? So
Right.
Void's Gym, people from the neighborhood in Pelham Bay, definitely Void's Gym is iconic. It's a gym growing up. My kids know about it. That's how iconic it is. Everybody who's anybody in the neighborhood has probably worked out there, hit the bag, right? And I actually was there at the beginning stages when you were literally like collecting money to buy different,
OG.
right? Yeah, to
Yeah.
buy like a rack, a squat
Piece
machine
of
or whatever.
equipment,
Yeah,
yeah,
we were
yeah.
looking for stuff in the penny picture, right? And we were putting money together, right? How long ago was that?
No. The spot was the Dan Lurie place at Westchester Square. Everybody that went to Lehman remembers Dan Lurie, Westchester Square. All my equipment was from Dan Lurie, and I still got some equipment. That's how old it is.
Yes.
35 years old. Bronx Landmark, Void's Gym BXNY. I got a heavy duty crew.
Got
When I'm
merch.
retired,
The Void Gym shirts are coming
It
out.
will be coming out soon, and I'm gonna promote my website. Of course, I'm gonna promote my website. I'm gonna promote everything.
I love it. That's why you're here, brother.
Yeah.
And by the way, I said this about you on your show. You're always giving shout outs to other people and promoting other businesses, which why not promote yourself once in a while too, right?
That was my purpose of Jimmy Void. I'm Jimmy Void Incorporated. I'm incorporated right now.
Right.
I put all the paperwork in. I talked to my accountant. So Jimmy Void Incorporated. The website comes out. I have all my groups, right, my crews, and I call it a network. And even when years ago when you first started your channel, you wanted me on, right? Because almost like Void Gym is training, working out, nutrition. That's something that you believe in, that it's gonna benefit you going for. I'm gonna do a routine now for 3 months. It's gonna help me out. 3 months, I'll get gains, I'll get stronger, I'll look better, I'll be bigger. And sometimes it works for people, sometimes it don't. Okay, so but that's the mindset of success, I believe. Discipline, dedication, right? So you asked me, because I'm very dedicated.
Right.
So you say, yo, let's do a collaboration. And this is before I had Jimmy Void Sit Down Talking Truth. And maybe I was a little camera shy, I don't know. Maybe I was a little embarrassed that I didn't have big enough biceps. But so I didn't do it. And I regret not doing it back then, but I want to do it now because I believe your whole the vibe of your channel is to build success in whatever your passion
Right.
is.
Not just real estate. My thing's real estate, but I have
Right.
people on comedy, lawyer, whatever you're trying to do. Just go after it. My boy, John Fig.
John Fig,
Yeah. Right.
Rob, what's the song you guys sang? I watched it the other
It's
day.
so funny. People just be coming up to me talking about that every day. They're asking me to do another. These 2 new agents in my office. I'm gonna give them a shout out too, JP and Thinley, because they talk about it every time they come up to me. They were like,
What
yeah.
are you renting for?
exactly. What the hell are you renting?
What the hell are you renting?
And they're like, yo, you got bars. They were like, they call me
He
like,
sings good.
He does sing good. He does. Actually, he just bought a place, and I just sold this place. That's another success story where he wanted to rent an apartment. I'll do a plug for myself real quick.
All right.
And I told him, why are you going to rent an apartment? Buy something. He bought a studio, and he built equity, and he kept it for 12 years, and he was able to sell it, make some money to buy his next place. You know, instead of renting
Sure.
and just throwing that money away.
I saw something you did the other day, and no, it might have been one of your last episodes, and you were speaking about partnerships. I think that was it. That's kind of what I was trying to explain. How I believe networking is how you build success.
Definitely.
And your success could come from whatever one of your passions is.
Agreed.
Whether it's success in health, nutrition, fitness, faith, religion, financial, or just peace of mind. You know, I've been searching for peace of mind for a long time. I might actually start crying on this. I can get real deep.
I love it.
You know?
Yeah. We spark emotions on What Would Vinny Do.
I can get deep, man. I got a lot of issues, man. You know?
No, but what you're saying, I talk to agents about this all the time because at my job, I need to help agents with their social media. And I tell them all the time, it's not just about talking about real estate statistics. It's about what you're passionate about. If you're into cooking, if you're into health and fitness, dancing, you do that, you create a following, and then you're a realtor. But you got to just create that following. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to follow you talking about numbers of real estate. Yeah. It's about interesting things. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody wants to know. It's almost like we do cryptocurrencies, right?
Which I want to talk to you a little bit about. Definitely. So we'll get to that.
I got really into trying to educate myself on cryptocurrencies and finances because, for full disclosure, I'll try to get this thing real quick. I got hurt at work, right? So I got hurt real bad. It was affecting me because for years and years and years, my success was determined by my work, my training. Like, you just hurt my shoulder cracked.
I did hear that crack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm bombarded with injuries. I've been plagued by injuries for years, right? And that's one of the reasons why I've been struggling with my Voyage Gym BXNY. 35 years. I've been struggling with my weight, my training, this and that. I do good, I don't do good, I get hurt, I fall back. I go 3 steps back, 1 step forward, and I keep trying to keep going. So I couldn't do it no more. I got hurt, I was busted up. That was it. And the gym is, shout out to Carol, the gym is at my mom's garage. Right. You know, at my mom's house. 30 years. Over 30 years, and I can't even go to my mom's garage and train no more. I can't even go to my own gym. So I had to find something else to occupy my brain because I was really having a lot of trouble. You know, I lost my activity level went from 100 to 1 mile an hour, and everything I did hurt. I'm in pain all the time, right? So, you know, I try to navigate through that, and I change the way I operate. You know, if it hurts doing one thing, I do it another way. The same thing. And eventually I ran out of ways to do anything. And I couldn't do nothing. I can't even walk without being in pain. So what do I got to do? So, okay, phones. This is people's bank accounts now. This is how they bank the unbanked. And cryptocurrencies was a big thing. And somebody got me into Dogecoin, right? So that led me down the rabbit hole of researching with Bitcoin and true utility cryptocurrencies. And I say that like that's a buzzword, okay? So I educated myself, and I really think, and I don't have Dogecoin no more, but so I see how everything is interconnected, the way that training, nutrition, and rest, all that is the combination of that is going to get you results. So it's your mindset that gets you success in whatever that goes. Finances. You got to look at everything. Meaning, like, you got your 401ks, your pension funds, whatever goes on with your job. If you just save money on the side, if you're self-employed, but finances go into health and training. It goes into medical. I feel like everything somehow is connected to everything else, like the network effect that I say all the time, and I used to always feel like if I was training and working out good and my workouts were going good, then my life was going good. Everything else was good. That was my focus point of everything, you know? And it's really not like that. Everything has its own importance level, and some things you prioritize more than others. And for me, I want to live till I'm 101 now because I kind of got scared, you know, and I had some, it's going to come out around. I had some mortality fears the past couple of years, you know, so.
I think everybody does when you get older, you know what I mean? That's part of it. You start, at the age we start to lose friends, and we just been to wakes recently, right? So of course you're going to think about your own.
Somebody just passed away that, I don't know. You know, somebody, he lives on my mother's block. I saw him last week. I actually bought him a bottle of brandy I saw him at Third Eye Blind. He goes, yo, Void.
Who?
Jose.
From St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jose.
Yeah.
But I was even talking about Baz.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you start to
500
question your
Right,
mortality when people you grow up with all of a sudden are passing away.
Yeah, and why is it? I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to. Do I think I'm restricting myself because I'm not putting 5 sugars and some cream in my black coffee? Maybe, but I don't think so. I'm okay with it. I enjoy it, you know. But you know what? I can train. I can do everything I want to do for health and nutrition.
Brother, we got kids. Like, when you get older, you got to make those sacrifices for you. You want to live longer for your kids, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
but I could walk out the street and get hit by.
Of course.
You know,
but there's so many ways to die. So why you got to add extra nails to the coffin, right?
Awesome.
Yes.
No, it's not in my control.
Exactly.
What's in my control is going to stay in my control. That goes with my training, my health, nutrition, my finances, and my faith. Faith is big. I went to church this morning. I go to church every morning, and I've been really disappointed on the
gospel of
the amount of people. No, I love the homilies. I really do. I actually have done a couple of sit-down. Jimmy Voice Sit Down Talking Truth. That's the plug. I've done a couple of sit-downs where I met with Father Christian. Father Christian from St. Benedict's is a subscriber to my channel.
Nice. That's
yes.
Cool. Yeah.
So, and I talked to the priest the other day, and I love the homilies. And when we were kids, you start falling off with the homilies, but not anymore. I listen to them, and I love it, and I go to church. What I was saying is, you see very, very low attendance in church. Not that many people are there, and it's kind of disheartening, you know. And even on Sunday, like today, people are working during the week, so they're not going to be in church. I get it. But even on Sundays, I go Saturdays to Providence Rest, and Providence Rest is going to get them mentioned too. I'm going to talk about them a little bit. I go to the chapel at Providence Rest for church, and it's always packed, but it's elderly people from the neighborhood. They walk to the church. And then I go to St. Benedict's, and all you see is elderly people or parents with their young children. And there's a young girl that always runs around the aisles and runs up and down halls, and her mother chases her and she grabs her before she walks up to the altar. And she comes up to me sometimes, and I give her $1 to put in the basket. And I see her, and I see how my faith has changed so much in the past couple of years. Because when you see changes in your life, you see your mortality. You know, my life is great. You know, like financially, I'm very successful, and everything was a success with me with my life. Only that the success that I wanted with becoming, look like an Adonis, look like a bodybuilder, Void's Gym. I felt like if I had a gym, I had to represent my gym official, and I wanted to. You're a real estate guy. You want to be the best real estate agent you can be, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I want to be the best guy I can be at the gym. You know what? I got knowledge, so I can share my knowledge with everybody. So maybe I don't have to look the best or be the best, but on the line inside me, my central nervous system, all my biomarkers, my health is spot on, my diet is spot on. So I had to find something to replace everything else that was physical, and it was a tough transition, a tough thing to take. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies took that role, and from that research, it led me down the rabbit hole of governmental manipulation. Could I say it on this channel?
Yeah,
Is that right? So I believe there's a lot of manipulation going on, and there's both parties. They're not your friend, okay? So I've come to realize what I can control, I can, and what I can't, I can't, and don't worry about it, but I can't control what I do. So I look at everything that's going on around me, watch what they do, not what they say, and I make my strategies with everything I do. Just like you make a workout plan,
right.
I make a plan, I want to stick to it, that's my strategy.
Right, but I'm back to the thing with the government manipulation. I've never once worried about who the president was going to be, like it was going to change me doing what I got to do in business and making money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to tell you right now, they're doing it. They're raising interest rates. The federal government is raising the prime interest rate, and that's affecting mortgage. That's affecting lending. So that definitely affects your business.
It definitely affects. But I understand what you mean. But I've been doing this for 20 years where I've seen the cycles, and we have meetings about.
You can work around.
Yeah, you got to work harder.
Sure.
And when times hit like
That's
this,
your
they're always
strategy.
going to hit. You got to probably do double the work to make the same amount of money you did back in the days.
You got a
right?
strategy.
You got
That's
and sometimes you know what these it's like a cleansing, because it kind of weeds out the people that are not willing to work hard. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that weren't doing nothing and were just selling houses. Now they hit a little turbulence, and now you need some skills, which I kind of like.
Yeah, let me get all the commissions coming
Yes,
in. You know,
yes.
let me wait for them to call me. I'm not calling them. Let me not work out my strategy. Let me not work out the plan to make the house that they want me to sell.
Exactly.
The best house for them to sell to make the most
Marketing,
money. Right?
Yep.
Let me not call them up, and let me not give them the advice that I know that I've been doing this for 25 years. I know you, man. I know you're a success in everything you do.
Thank you.
And I applaud that with you, and I always know it. And that's probably why I'm here right now. Probably why we are doing the same. We're on the same kind of wavelength. You know, we have channels together.
Yes.
And I believe in the network effect, and I know you believe in the network effect too.
Definitely.
Network effect meaning 1 to 2 to 2 to 4, or I know you. You know him. Yep. I don't know him.
Yeah.
You introduce me to him,
Yep.
and he's going to help me with what I'm doing in some aspect of my life. That
all successful people are helping other people. Right. That's how you know what I mean?
Sure.
That's where when my business started to turn, when I figured that out, that you gotta like help other people to become successful. Right. And then, you know what I mean? That's when the support comes back. Whether it's a lawyer, you're giving business to a lawyer, right? They're gonna give business back to you. Like what we were talking about the other day, with people starting their business and we wanted to help them.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. So success, I believe success is a mindset. Discipline, dedication, drive, knowledge. Knowledge is really key for me. You know, if you want to be good at something, some people have natural talent. You play basketball. You are one of the best basketball players in this Bronx neighborhood.
Thank you.
Vinny Viper's a legend, okay? WPC
Yes,
for life,
yes,
okay?
Sir.
But what do you do every day? You dribble every day. You dribble your weekend.
Yeah,
right?
That's funny.
So when you train, you're supposed to train your weaker body parts, not your stronger body parts, to bring them back up. So that's the mindset. The mindset is practice makes perfect. So maybe I'm not the best at what my passion is. I'm gonna give a mention right now for the lineup. Voyage Gym BXNY, okay? 50 Posse. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Jimmy Voigt Canvas Art is for my graffiti. Bronx Bitcoin Bulls and XRP Bronx Bulls. That's the new position. Okay, that's gonna be the big boy. All right. And Jimmy Voigt Sit Down Talking Truth is the channel. Right. So that's my network. That's everything that I have intertwined with my Jimmy Voigt Incorporated and JimmyVoigt.com. So
I mean, just to put it to you, you became. In graffiti, you became kind of successful, right? And known, right?
Because
right?
Like
what you were talking about with me, but I'm
right.
just saying, you did a lot of stuff, dude.
Right.
Yeah, you stuck with it and you practiced.
Right.
The first throw ups weren't that good, right?
Nah,
and then and then you got better, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was leading into, I might not be the best at one of my passions, but that means I have to try a little bit harder. So my training, I tried a little bit too hard. I kept getting injured, kept getting hurt. So that was actually pushing me back. If I would have done lightweight instead of trying to deadlift 495 pounds, which that was my PR for 3 reps. I actually did that a long time ago. But if I wasn't trying to do that all the time, maybe I wouldn't be so hurt now. But you know what? I learned from it, and so I'm not the best at something. If you're not the best at something, you got to practice a little bit more harder, or you got to do that much more research and get that much more knowledge. I was never a smart guy, but because of I noticed when I got hurt, I lost a lot of weight because I changed my nutrition. I changed my eating, because if I'm not being active, I don't want to eat. I have an eating disorder, it is what it is. So I stopped eating and I lost a lot of weight. I looked really sick. I looked really bad. It wasn't good. I liked it, but my mom was very nervous. Everyone was telling me don't do that, So I had to educate myself on nutrition, more nutrition than more training. So I started doing keto. I started doing intermittent fasting, and I loved it. When you do, here's a Voyage Gym plug right now, Voyage Gym BXNY. When you do intermittent fasting and keto, you take glucose. Glucose is not the energy source for your body. You use body fat for fuel. Body fat for fuel is a better energy source for your brain, and you get better focus. So as I'm not eating, as I'm doing intermittent fasting, and I'm doing no carbs, and I'm working my energy for my body off body fat, I get better clarity. So then I started researching things.
I want to ask you something because you brought something up
Yeah.
that I fight with my son about all the time. I talk about lowering the carbs and intermittent fasting. He's like, it doesn't matter if you eat carbs. You have to be at a caloric deficit to lose weight, whether it's carbs or not. So, say, why is that not true? You understand what I mean?
I do.
Like if you're 6'2",
well,
you're supposed to take in a certain amount of calories a day. You take in less, you're going to lose weight, whether it's carbs or protein. That's what he's saying.
Well, okay, I'll tell you right now. Your body, if you're a marathon runner and you run marathons every week, do you waste away and deplete to nothing? Your body is a machine. Your body adapts to what you do. So that's like when you train for 3 months and you're doing gains and you're getting stronger and you're doing great and losing body fat. All of a sudden you hit 3 months, you hit that plateau because your body has now regulated and it has changed your central nervous system to adapt to the loads that you increased on it, or the decrease that you did, the change that you made in your routine, whether it be caloric or anaerobic or through muscle, to weight training. So carbs are different. Like I do keto, but I don't really do keto. I'm not in ketosis because I eat a lot of vegetables, and vegetables are carbs.
Right.
So, but they don't spike your insulin. So it depends on what carbs you're taking in. All carbs are different, and your carbs get metabolized in your body a certain way. Now, everybody's different. You got mesomorphs, ectomorphs, and endomorphs. So that's how your body metabolizes what you take in. You could count your macros. You can count your body fats, to your carbs, to your protein ratios.
But to my question, if my caloric, I know I have to eat less than
deficit.
Yeah, right. So
No,
let's say I have 2,400.
No,
I do it eating carbs versus not eating carbs, am I going to lose more?
It'll change. You'll lose weight, but depending on what you're eating, are you losing body mass, which would be muscle, or are you losing body fat?
Got it.
So you actually don't want your weight to change.
Right.
You want your body mass index to lower. So you want to still weigh 175 on the scale, but you want your body fat percentage to go from 15 to 13 to 10. Eventually, it's going to stop because you're not going to see the gains anymore because your body has now regulated.
Right.
Your body
but then what happens? You have to do a lower deficit.
You have to. What do they say? You gotta shock the body or flip the script.
Do different exercise routines.
Yeah, like something. So you do high intensity training. So your training protocol has to change. You could do speed work. You could do heavy weight, low reps, low weight, high reps. You could do HIIT, high intensity interval training, right?
Yeah.
You could increase cardio. Cardio is, I'm not a big fan of cardio because if you go on a scale before you go jogging for 5 miles and you weigh 175, but then you come back after jogging and you weigh 170, you probably lost 5 pounds of water weight, not necessarily all.
But that's anything. If I go
fat.
play basketball, the same thing.
Right. So that's why you need to get your body trained on body fat for fuel. And in the beginning, everything is a struggle in the beginning. If it was easy, it wouldn't be a struggle. You know, some people take the things better than others, but it's difficult to deprive yourself. Like, I want to eat what I want to eat, but if I don't think that you are what you eat. Food is medicine. So as far as training and Void Gym and nutrition and all that, whatever you eat is going to go in your body and become you. That's
what's a day of your food? Like, what's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Real quick.
Okay, I break fast. I do a 16-8. Usually I fast about 20 hours. I break fast with a cup of bone broth. I take all my vitamins and my nutrients, my minerals at that time, because now I'm depleted. So now my cells are like a sponge. My muscles are like a sponge. So all of my energies are gone. but actually I still feel energetic. Your body could probably last for about a week without taking any food whatsoever. You could do a 7-day fast.
People say it's healthy for you, right? You get the toxins out of your body.
You
right?
reset your immune system.
I've been doing it. I've been doing the 18 fast, and I definitely been feeling better.
It resets you. You fight disease like that.
Mm-hmm.
In the Bible, feasting and fasting was all they talked about. And that's exactly what I do. Because when I break my fast on my eating window, I break my fast slowly with my bone broth, my vitamins and minerals. Because
is it important when you break your fast?
It's more important than length of time.
Really?
More important than length of time.
That's interesting because I didn't really pay attention to that as much.
Because, like I said, when you break fast, your cells are a sponge. So everything that you take in, the minute you take something in, your insulin is going to go up. Insulin is the metabolic action in your body that shuttles nutrients to your cells, and if your cells are full, it stores it as body fat because it's excess. So when you're depleted, the insulin's going to shoot up, and it's going to carry, because some bodybuilders, there's been a lot of bodybuilders that have passed away recently, God rest their souls, because they play around with whatever they do what they do,
right.
With gear and stuff. Some of them play around with insulin. They inject excess insulin.
I was just going to bring that up because I remember a friend of mine was diabetic and he had the insulin and he was kind of jacked up.
Yeah.
Like he was like, because of
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it shuttles the nutrients into your muscles when you're in a depleted state. So that's why when bodybuilders finish working out and they're done, they're depleted. They eat candy. They eat Skittles.
Yes.
And the Skittles make the insulin
Marshawn Lynch used to eat that
up.
on the bench of the game. The Beast Mode.
Right.
Yep, Skittles.
And the Skittles make it go up, and then what you eat after that gets right into your muscles. So you take in your protein, you take in your essential fats. So I break fast, bone broth, my nutrients, my minerals, my vitamins. Then I have 6 egg whites, and then I have a stalk of celery with natural peanut butter. And after that,
what time is that? That's all for breakfast?
That's whenever I break my fast.
Oh, that was all one thing. Like that was the first meal.
It takes about an hour. I boil my eggs. While I'm boiling my eggs, I drink my bone broth.
Hard boiled egg whites.
Hard boiled egg whites. That's it, all the time.
Why is the yellow's bad for you? Or you just
No, I have organic eggs. So actually, again, you are what you eat. If chickens eat shit, HMOs or pesticides, whatever they're filling up animals with to make them fat so that they can sell them big, right? So that's not good. So you pay more for organic stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But it's healthier for you.
I've been growing a lot of stuff myself. Like,
you know what?
Yeah, like vegetables.
You got a garden?
I do.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, man. We're going into the health, bro. I'm like you. I'm trying to stay alive, bro. Yeah.
Hey, see what you learn on
What would Vinny do? The Bronx Gardener.
What would Jimmy Boy do? Right, come on.
Look, I'm getting some props right now. These are all homegrown, brother. Homegrown.
Here we go.
The figs, I got like 10,000 figs I've been giving out.
This guy's got to produce.
I've been giving out figs.
This guy's got to produce. It ain't like that in Jimmy Boy sit down talking too.
So there you go. Yeah, these just pick.
Is this a hot one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a mention to Big Joe. Big Joe loves hot peppers. He would probably eat this. Like,
look.
Chop it right there. Is that pickles?
Yeah, no, this is, I get cucumbers and then I pickle them.
No way.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
Can I have that?
Yeah, of course.
I get a gift too?
Yeah, that's your gift.
Oh, cucumbers is one of my best foods.
Really?
That's one of my foods,
Yes,
actually. I have my next, as the day goes on, I have cucumbers, I have spinach every day. Cucumbers, spinach, avocados, almonds. What is that?
Jalapenos.
Jalapeno. I don't.
No, that's too much. Those are fucking flaming, bro.
Oh my goodness, it's like a trophy. Man. Wow. Is that one of these like when the Italians they make the sauce?
Yes, yes, sir. That's exactly what that is. Yeah, when they pop, when it's ready.
Oh man, I'm getting gifts over. This is crazy.
That's it.
All right, thank you, brother.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
So listen, do me a favor. You got people interacting, they're making comments because nobody knows me. Jimmy Voice Sit Down Talking Truth is my channel, and Vinny's gonna we're gonna do a collaboration at my spot. Okay?
Definitely.
We're gonna do it in my basement apartment. Make some comments. Put some comments in. Go on JimmyBoy.com because I want people to understand. I want people to learn about me, what I'm doing. Can I plug it right now?
Of course.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
I got plenty. I got questions about the
Go ahead.
albums too.
Yes, plug away.
I'm gonna plug. I'm doing a car show. One of my crews is the 50 Posse. It's been a Mustang crew, a car crew that I've had for years and years, and it's been growing. I get a lot of members now, and we're doing I'm donating to a facility, a nursing home, Providence Rest
Which is
Nursing Home.
awesome. I'm glad to be a part of that. That's definitely Providence Rest is everybody in our neighborhood.
Got a vendor table.
Yeah, yes.
I actually added you on. I did a video today. Jimmy would sit down talking truth, and I added you, but I did not get. I had you as a confirmed vendor because I spoke to you when I knew you were said yes, you were in.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the receipt on the PayPal rails on my thing, so I was like, I might have just outed Vinny.
All good.
So I'm not doing it, and I mentioned you,
Definitely
and I talked about
it.
you. You're gonna check it out in my video. So 50 Posse Car Show is gonna be on November 5th. Rain date November 6th. All the proceeds are gonna go to the facility. Vendor tables like Vinny Kelly is gonna
Ferrante Realty Team.
Ferrante Realty Team is gonna get a vendor table. It's confirmed right now.
Yes, sir.
Confirmed?
I'm in.
And it was $50 for the vendor table, and that is going to the facility.
I thought you said it was 100. I was gonna give 100.
100 is okay. We can go with that.
Yeah.
100 is for the sponsorship.
And with the banner, the banner,
You
right?
get the banner.
Yeah, I'm going
So
for the
I'm gonna
I'm
get
going
you a banner.
for the platinum package.
Platinum package.
Right on the air. Yeah.
I love it. I didn't have to put him on the spot. This is great. Okay, so this is great. Okay, and 50 Posse Car Show, November 5th, rain day November 6th. I got 2 parking lots. Beautiful location. I'm looking for like 20 vendor tables of local businesses that support me. I support them.
You got anybody else lined up?
I do.
You can mention.
The Giorgio restaurant.
Yeah, of course.
I got
That's
the
my man.
confirmation
My man,
today.
Chef DeGiorgio. He
Chef
was
Giorgio.
at our office in Scarsdale. We did a meatball competition. Shout out to him.
Hey, big,
People
big
thought it was
shout
rigged because Marianne won, and they knew each other. But whatever. We're not gonna bring that up. Let's see if she wins next year when it's a different show.
Marianne's husband, John A. He's a no less names. John A. is he's a voice emoji.
There you go.
Voice emoji.
Yes.
Yeah. The Giorgio restaurant, 77 Quakers Road, North Shore, New York. The official restaurant of the Jimmy Voice Sit Down Talking Truth. Give me a plug.
Amazing cook, amazing food at that restaurant.
Awesome.
Right?
We got
one thing better than the next.
We got a. Well, I hope that you were notified because I don't actually schedule the RSVPs, but we have a WPC reunion going on.
Really? At the restaurant?
At the restaurant,
Oh,
yeah.
I would love to come. I hope that I can.
I'm inviting you right now,
Right,
so
yeah.
you have the invitation
All
right
right,
now.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
John from Three River Blades. That is my man. Don Brickley, I give it a mention too.
What up, Dom? What up, Dom? How are you, brother?
Dom. Brickley. I gotta talk to you about Brickley. Brickley has been doing some collaborations with Nikki Connecticut. You know Nikki Connecticut?
I don't. No.
How about Nikki Del Rey?
No. What
Nikki the Bronx?
No, but what are they? Like what is that?
Nikki is Nikki the Wig, they call him. You know Nikki? Nikki
I think
Volo.
so. He's an older guy or a young kid?
It's no, he's an older guy. He's one of those guys, you know.
I sold his house. It's
Yeah.
That's
I
know who it is.
Okay, so
about. Yes.
hey, no last name. All right. Anyway, the ex bricklayer is his thing on TikTok, and he's been doing collaborations with Nikki.
Okay.
They do like reviews on food and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
And
That's
they
cool.
just doing this storm is going on in Florida. I think there's a storm.
Oh, I
There's a storm
know.
in Florida.
I do,
What's going
yeah.
on over there?
I was nervous. I'm going to Texas on Saturday, so I was making sure it's not that way. I'm going to see Pete Newby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, shout out to Pete.
Shout out to Pete. Right? We're going to make a move over there, right?
Well, yeah, sir.
Yeah. That's business. We're all business over here. You know, that's the network effect. Right?
Yes.
So John from Three River Blades is going to have a vendors table. That's confirmed. Absolutely, it's going to be a great vendors table. One of the best ones. Jen from Jen's Healing Energy. I don't know if you know Jen.
I think
From St.
I'm
Peter's
sure
Park,
we probably could.
who's hanging out,
yeah,
right?
definitely,
Jen's gonna. She's got some healing talents. She's
Okay.
very spiritual. You know, she's got a good vibe. You know, and I think she'll bring a good
energy to the
good energy to the 50 Posse
no
car
pun
show.
intended.
You know, yeah, right. She reads. I think everybody's gonna be sitting down reading. They're gonna say, "Read my palm," you know. So we'll see what happens with that. My wife is actually gonna. My coffee vendor bailed on me, so I needed coffee. Here we go. I need coffee at the car show. So I think my wife is gonna team up with her friend Jen, and they're gonna sell coffee. We'll see how that goes. I have Kenny C from WPCOG, or WPC for Life. Kenny C has Coastline Painting.
Nice.
And he took over that business, and he's running it tremendously.
He's still working at Verizon? Or?
He's still at the union. He's still with the union.
Okay. Am I supposed to not say that? I'm sorry.
We don't talk about the VZ. We talk about the union. The union members over here.
You know what? Since we're bringing up all this stuff, I also have something that I have to talk about, and maybe you could get some of your people involved. I have an event coming up at my office on October 20th, and but this is something it's a little different. It's a masquerade ball. So if people come, they gotta come, like they gotta come with it. You gotta come like black suit, like elegant, like masks and stuff. Really? But the money goes to the Tuckahoe seniors and to feeding Westchester. So last year we raised $10,000 for Tuckahoe seniors. This is one of the big events that I do at my office in Scarsdale to give back. So it's an awesome event. Yeah. There's like ridiculous prizes there. I got my niece Valerie who got me to. We give the membership to the VIP Beach Club, which is worth about $3,000. We raffle it off. So it's an awesome event. There's like amazing gifts. So if we could get some of your people to come there, yeah, you know, it's a great night. Absolutely. $50, all you can eat, drink. There's a DJ. It's like amazing people are dressed up. Like it's a great night.
You know what? I don't with my diet. I don't eat and drink, but I'm very. I love to give back. I love to support any cause possible. And you're doing it for me, for the 50 Posse and for the facility, for Providence Rest.
Right.
So of course I'm gonna absolutely.
Awesome. You
know, we're gonna share those details too, and when you get on my channel, we're gonna do that too.
Cool.
We were going on.
So it's November 5th. You said is that one? It's November.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, November 5th. Okay.
Providence Wrestling Country Club.
Right. 3304 Waterbury Avenue.
Yep.
Waterbury and Stadium Avenue. And listen, get there early. Okay. $10 admission, $10 entry for cars, and a donation to the facility.
You have a certain amount of cars entered already.
A couple of people have on the website. The website just dropped last night.
But what is it? They're showing off their car. Like I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, it's at a car show that I went to.
You just go look at cars, right?
Like we're the 50 Posse, so we're Mustang, right?
muscle cars, right?
Yeah, right. So but at a car show you'll get a classic car, an old car. We'll get Chevys too, whatever.
It's just people admiring, people who are into cars are coming to admire cars.
Totally, and some people like that. That's one of their passions, one of my passions. And 75 spots. Get there early, and it's all proceeds get donated back to Providence Rest. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
I'm happy to be a part of that. Like Providence Rest, like everywhere. That's like a main staple, and that do a lot for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
In our neighborhood, so it's great.
My wife's grandmother was actually there.
Everybody knows somebody who's there, right? You know?
Yeah. I was a patient there.
Really?
Yeah, when I did my hip surgery. I had hip surgery in 2013. And my wife got me in there because I had to do inpatient for a couple of weeks. It probably wasn't the best place to get therapy because they used to doing therapy on elderly people. So I was, I'm not that, I'm 51.
Right. You're probably the man at Providence Rest, right? People, and that's one place you would definitely the man, right?
I'm always listen. I'm not just a pretty face over here, you know? Come on. So forget about it.
You have the elderly ladies.
What is that over there? Are you growing inside too? Is that tomatoes?
Those are actually pumpkins. Like
what?
Yeah, they're pumpkins.
Little baby ones?
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, this is.
You want to show them? You want to see them on the screen? We'll show the pumpkins. So these are actually at Trader Joe's. Like I brought them home, and people are questioning whether they're pumpkins or not. I don't know. They look like pumpkins to me, dude. Right? Don't they look like pumpkins? They're in water.
Wow.
Yeah. You can put it on the camera. Yeah, of course. They seem to be. Maybe there's. I don't know. I don't know. They look like pumpkins to me.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
You get a tattoo like that.
Yeah.
I'm covered.
Halloween's a big thing. I'm a big Halloween guy. I love Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, dude. We actually, me and my girl, we dressed up. My girl Sally, we dressed up as Rocky and Adrian. We won last year at the event, and we got to go back to gain the title. Yeah, we went to a house party and we won. We won a bottle of tequila. So we take it serious. Halloween.
Nice. Tequila's actually good. If I was gonna drink tequila,
It's the natural, right?
Yeah,
It's the natural.
absolutely, it is. Yeah. You know what? I'm a Halloween Scrooge.
Are you?
Yeah, because I don't answer the doorbell. I don't do that stuff.
That's
Okay. You know what? I'll tell you what it is.
because you don't want the kids to eat candy. You're gonna go with Brussels sprouts. I'm fasting.
My daughter used to go out with my wife. She's a little older now. She's driving, so she's probably not into that. She'll go throwing eggs or something, you know. Well, man, I don't know.
They don't do it the way we used to do it, bro. Like anything, right?
But yeah, I don't answer the door. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
I just like I'm into the movies and I'm into like costume parties and just having fun, just scary
I'm a
stuff.
movie guy.
Yeah.
Man. I'm a movie guy too.
Are you?
I'm a movie guy.
All right. So, dude, I want to talk about something that I just watched. I think I told you about it. The Offer on Paramount.
I did not watch it.
But you heard anything about it? Did I tell you about
No,
it?
I did not. No.
You a Godfather guy? You like the movie Godfather?
Yeah, the Godfather Saga. I watched.
It's
the other night.
about the making of The Godfather. It might be
Oh,
the best show
I
I've
heard
ever
about
seen.
that.
It's on Paramount. It's everybody out there listening. If you watch the show, you will thank me. Somebody came into me today and were like, it was one of the best shows they've seen. So it's about the making
Francis
of
Ford Coppola.
yes,
right? Yeah.
but not just him. It's there's Al Ruddy, the actually the producer of The Godfather. How so many. Like the mob didn't want them to do it. Yeah, there was so many things I didn't know. I've seen The Godfather probably 80 times. I used to come home and my father would like put on The Godfather. Like it was like every night I would watch it. And I seen it so many times and I thought I knew everything about it. So to see this and just to see these different things, how they didn't want Pacino for the part.
I think it was true. It was a real true story.
I don't know. It's supposed to be based on a true story. Yeah, he actually let what was the mob guy's name? Is it Gambino? Joe Colombo, thank you. Joe Colombo, he made him watch, he made him read the script and he said, if you don't like it, because the mob was trying to stop the movie because they thought it was going to make Italians look bad. And I was saying, if you look at every mob movie, The Godfather represented them in the best light to me out of all. It was family, right? They didn't get into drugs or Marlon Brando, it was about family a lot.
Yeah.
So he makes him look at the script and he goes, we won't use the word mafia in the movie. And the guy was like, he goes, you're a respectful man, and he said, go ahead, do your movie. So he kind of became friends with Joe Colombo, thank you. And then it's just awesome how they did it and how Francis Ford Coppola stuck to his. It's a movie like if you want to watch it, it's really about sticking to your guns because Coppola was like, I want Pacino. Nobody wanted Pacino. They were like, he can't do the part, and Coppola was like, without him, there's no movie. He had never done anything big before. Michael, they wanted somebody. They wanted Ryan O'Neal. They wanted who else? Robert Redford, Ryan O'Neal. They wanted all these other people. James Caan. They wanted Caan to play Michael. They didn't think Michael was man enough. They wanted Sonny, right? So Coppola stuck to his guns, and even they didn't have enough money to go to Sicily. And Coppola was like, if we don't go to Sicily, this movie will not be the same. And he stuck to his guns. And the way they got it pulled it off. If you like The Godfather, it's called The Offer. It's on Paramount Plus.
So Michael married Apollonia.
Yes, yeah, exactly. He got hit with the lightning bolt. Yeah, yes. It's called The Offer. It's on Paramount. I'm also watching some other crazy shit. It's called about Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. It's on Netflix.
Really?
Awesome. I thought it was gonna be like too much, but the actor is amazing, and there's a lot of. It's good. I'm up to episode 3. So The Offer and Dahmer, the true story. But I'm into all that serial killer shit.
You know what my thing is?
What?
My problem, like, I have terrible insomnia. I'm moving around all day, and then I get home and I start watching my cryptocurrency videos. I'm doing my research. I want to see what's going on, you know. And then I'm up all night. I'm wide awake because I'm in so much pain with all my things, right? Listen, I got banged up over the years. I'm in so much pain, it takes me the whole day just to get mobile. And I take all my medications in the day. The pain level decreases a little bit. So by the time midnight rolls around, I feel better than I did at 12
That's
o'clock in the
crazy.
afternoon.
And now you're fucking wide
So
awake.
I don't want to go to sleep because when I wake up, I'm in more pain every day from getting out of, just from being in bed because my body's dormant. So I don't want to do it. So I stay up all night and I watch videos and I do things. The minute I get in bed, I just crash. So I don't get in bed till 4 o'clock in the morning. And I put on the same movie all the time and it just puts me to sleep.
What?
I've been watching this movie called, it's not a movie, it's a documentary, Free Solo. It's about a guy, Alex Honnold, that he climbed
Mount Everest?
No, not Mount Everest. How am I forgetting it? I'm forgetting it, but it's about a mountain climbing movie that he doesn't use any rope. He just climbs with his fingertips, and it's just amazing. And I watched that, and The Dawn Wall is another one I watch. I like watching documentaries and true to life stories. That's some of my favorite movies. Like I have all of my things in my DVR in the memory. I watch Dirty Jobs a lot with Mike Rowe. I like that show a lot. I watch Dirty Jobs. I don't know. I guess it's part of how I am inside. Like I really respect how somebody has a goal and they have to work hard to get it done, and they want to perfect it and be the best they can, and I like that. I just it's kind of like I like real life stuff.
Me too.
You know?
Me too.
I really love the offer then.
Really?
Yeah. It's about having a vision and sticking
Yeah,
to it.
Talking to the producer.
That's the producer.
I'm
by the
allowed
way.
to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you will, because the fact that he got that movie done is like incredible.
It's everything you just said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
All right, brother. Did you want to talk about
do,
something
I
back
do.
there before we wrap things up?
I got on the Jimmy Voice Sit Down Talking Truth. I call it the mention wall. I give everybody mentions that people that I love, friends and family, my supporters, they support me. So I see this all the time when I watch your videos, right? And I'm very familiar with your rap game is on point. Okay?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of albums here that aren't necessarily rap, right?
Right. I'm very eclectic with my music.
Okay.
I can go from Billy Joel to Rakim.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have an acquired taste, I guess,
Yes,
right now.
yes.
And I would only have known you to be a rap guy,
Right,
you know?
right.
Old school rap only.
Yeah, exactly.
But my question was, and I see what's over here, do you have, like my wall, my mention wall, I have different things that I interchange. Like maybe somebody I don't want to talk about them, and I move. It's almost like a puzzle.
So are you asking me, is there someone else that I would
you have, you don't have you don't have much space.
Right.
But if you had another album that you really love.
It's so funny. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
Tribe Called Quest. Like I would love to put up there.
Right there, right?
Yeah, of course. And it was just the 50th. What was it? 30th anniversary?
No.
5 Door.
I think
5 Door.
They just had an anniversary. Yeah,
40,
exactly.
40,
the Funky Diabetic. 5 Door. So, but
No, it was the 50th.
I think it was the whatever. They just had the anniversary of the record. I don't know if it was
50th.
but it's just that was a record that was to me a classic. Like I actually listened to the whole thing the other
Did you
day.
see that documentary?
I did. Yep.
How about The Courtship of Rivals? Have you ever seen that?
Come on, you're asking me about Larry Bird, bro. Like, seriously, like if I ever said
33. I gotta say, I know.
Yes,
All right.
yes, absolutely.
I'm not a sports guy, but Larry Bird is king.
Yes. There was a lot of albums that were on the bubble that I had to pick 12, and it was definitely tough. And I actually tried to mix on purpose. Like I tried to do not to make it all hip hop. I tried to like blend it. I even got, if you see Prince in there, and but it's just Sublime, Nirvana, of course. You know what's funny? Oh my God, Nirvana. I was telling my son, I was at your house. We were playing chess in your living room, and Teen Spirit came on the video, and I was like mesmerized by it, and I was like, what is this? And I was saying to my son how we were fortunate enough hip hop to start with, and then that Nirvana and grunge, like we've had so much dope music, you know what I mean, that to me, they don't really have like what we had. We were lucky to be, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I was in your house when first time I saw you know the video I'm talking about?
Sure,
where the
absolutely.
janitors mopping in the chili, and I looked at it.
Kurt Cobain, rest in peace.
Right, and I was like, this is dope. Like whatever this is, and then it was Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and all of those, and that was kind of the movement.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually not a fan of Nirvana. I like Foo Fighters better.
Foo Fighters, but yeah, obviously,
right.
Foo Fighters are amazing. Yeah.
What was I? You know what? I don't see any Metallica though.
You know what? I like Metallica. Of course, I like Enter the Sandman. I like Metallica. I was never really impacted by them big. I'll listen to it and say this is good, but it never really like I saw them at the Hammerstein Ballroom. So it was dope for me. Like I had experiences seeing them.
Right.
LL for
Chili
me.
Peppers.
Chili Peppers I love. I never got to see them. I would love to. I was just talking about that how Tom Petty passed away, and like we'll never get to see him. Like I wish we saw the Beastie Boys. I don't know if that was a dope concert, and now we can never see them again. And Linkin Park too. Right. There's a lot of crews that like you wish you could have seen them. Yeah.
Talking about the Beastie Boys. I was walking down the block the other day, and I saw Nikki Duster give a mention for OG Graffiti King from the UA crew, one of my graffiti crews, and we started talking about NFTs and cryptocurrency stuff. And he was at a Beastie Boy memorial, and he was tagging up on they had a car like an old car, and he was tagging up on it. So that whole influence with rap, graffiti, breakdancing, that's part of. It's kind of like when our era, with graffiti and stuff, and that's kind of like how I think the network could work to make success with everything. Like with my graffiti, that's part of my network, and I'm trying to utilize all my different networks of groups. Everybody combines. We all combine. Me and you are combining right now. We're doing a collaboration, and we're having a great conversation, and it's this is like, I don't think I've ever seen What Would Vinny Do with your hat turned around.
That's it. You're right.
You
got the different vibe. That's it. That's it.
This is great.
So let me ask you: if you had to put one album up, this is the way we'll wrap it up. What album would it be? If you had to pick one album, all right, top rapper that you would pick and top album for you. I think I know who you're gonna say, but I'm not sure.
Wow. You know what? I think I might have tried to prepare for this question a long time ago.
And we know if we say basketball, it's gonna be Bird, right? Hopefully.
Oh, absolutely. All right, but I'm not a sports guy.
Right, but it's still
full disclosure. I'm all about working out and training.
But you're hip hop. You're hip hop. Would you say you're a hip hop guy or no?
Yeah, I'm old school.
Right.
Old school.
But rock too. Like you like rock too, right? Obviously.
I love. Well.
So I'll even let you do both. I'll let you do hip hop and rock. So it's Metallica. You brought up Metallica.
Metallica, and I'm looking at. I have tattoos. And Justice for All. So I think that's.
I thought that was for the movie. That's for something else. There's a movie just with Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino. Right. Yeah. So I'd have
that's
to.
That's not
say,
for that. What's that for?
No, it's the exact. Off the Metallica album, and I have this too. I have the Snake, Don't Tread on Me.
Oh, so it's Metallica.
It's all Metallica.
For you. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there? What's the Master of Puppets? Is that the big one? What's the big one like for them? What would you say is their best album? Metallica. Is Master of Puppets is one of the albums, right?
Well, yeah.
That's Master of Puppets has Enter the Sandman on it.
No, that's the Black Album.
Is that the one?
That's not my favorite.
Really?
That's not. That's kind of like when they went a little bit more mainstream.
Okay.
And that's not my
cup of tea.
Wow, this is really a killer question, man. I don't know.
You don't know which album? What do you so you're in Void Gym? What are you putting on, bro? When you want to get pumped up?
I train to Tool. I put on Tool.
No, but what Metallica would you put on? That's how you're gonna know the answer. Right, what gets you pumped up?
Yeah, I don't know, Metallica. Why you stumped me?
So maybe you like Tool better than Metallica. Maybe your answer's Tool then.
No, it's not.
So why you're working out to Tool? You're not working out to Metallica.
I got a whole. I tell you what I've been listening to.
All right.
Okay, I've been listening to.
Does that mean you're not going to answer the question about the hip hop and the rock? You don't have an answer to your guy?
No, I don't know. I gotta call an audible on that. Man.
Cool. Wonderful.
I don't know. You know, I like. I've been watching drum plays, and I have started to really have a great respect for how they drum. And
Who's the best drummer?
no, I don't. Well, best drummer. I don't know. It's actually just regular normal people that are playing covers on drums.
Okay.
And I'm watching how they play it, and
But I seen the dude from Metallica, actually, Lars, on Howard Stern, and they were asking him who the best drummer was, and they were talking about who? Bonham, right, and somebody else.
Bonham is from.
Is Bonham the one that got his arm cut off? There's like a
Oh no, that was the guy from Def Leppard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the guy from Def Leppard. Yeah.
One-arm drummer. That's
Right.
crazy, right?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Damn, I'm so mad you stumped me, bro. Can I answer the question at our next
Yes,
collaboration?
I'm gonna give you time to think about it, and then when we start your show, you can start it with that. Your best hip hop and your best rock. Sound good?
Yeah,
All right,
please.
brother. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can't wait to.
Business,
Yes,
yeah.
you like that?
EPMD.
But with Al Pacino,
Al
like,
Pacino.
you see that?
Yeah,
That's the
Godfather,
scene.
right? Yeah,
yes.
that's it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank everybody for tuning in. My man Jay Void, and look for a sit down talking truth with Vinny Viper coming up next. Thank you.